Hello everyone, Danny here today to talk to you about the book, The Willpower Instinct by Keith McGonigal. Pretty sure I pronounced the name correctly, apologize if I didn't. And what some of you are wondering is, with the new year approaching, why not save this book for the new year? There's a very, very good reason for that. This is absolutely far and above the best book I've ever read or listened to about willpower and about how to gain more willpower. We all know, there's so many studies out there and so much talk out there about how there's a limited amount of willpower. So how do you add to your willpower? How do you strengthen your willpower? How do you work your willpower in an effective manner? It's kind of like going to the gym. What's your goal when you go to the gym that's going to affect how you work out? Same thing here. How are you going to strengthen your willpower? This book, the reason I'm doing the book now instead of, New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, whatever, when everybody's doing their New Year's resolution and they're needing their willpower. The reason is because if you want your willpower to be strong come the New Year's, so that when you set that New Year resolution, you have the strength and you have the willpower to dig in and to stick with it, then you need to start listening to this book now. The author makes one thing very clear in the beginning of the book. This is not a book that you breeze through, and he's very, very correct in that. This is not a book that you breeze through. He recommends at a minimum that you listen to a chapter, then spend a week doing the exercises in the chapter at a minimum, and I would fully agree with that. Each and every chapter has thought experiments to do. And they're not quick little, sit down and spend 30 seconds thinking about this kind of thought experiments. Most of them are the sort of thing to where, hey, think about how this affects you and then pay attention to it for the next week. Pay attention to the effect this has. What does affect you? What doesn't affect you? So that you can learn and you can figure out how your willpower works. This is not a one-size-fits-all kind of a book. He makes that very clear in the book. Okay, here's this chapter. And in this chapter, I give experiments to do. I give instruction on how to use the lessons in this chapter to strengthen your willpower. Now, spend at least a week doing it. It might work for you. It might not. And he'll give examples of people that it works for. But if this chapter doesn't work, just go to the next chapter. Then the next chapter. There's a chapter in here that will work for you and your particular set of circumstances, whatever it is that you're wanting to overcoming smoking, losing weight, whatever it is that you're wanting to strengthen your willpower for, the answer's probably in this book. I mean, I'd almost be willing to guarantee the answer's in the book. And it's an easy listen. The way the book is written, it's engaging. It's easy to listen to it. I actually had a hard time stopping and taking my time with the book. It's educational. You learn a lot. I mean, I honestly did not expect to learn much from this book, but I learned so much. And there are parts of the book where he even goes in and he says, okay, this is going to be counterintuitive, and this is going to go against what other books and other people have told you. In some of the cases, I was like, I already knew that. Yeah, I actually already knew that had been disproven and that had been proven to be false. And so you're not teaching me anything. And then there are other parts where really I had that wrong all along. And the best part about it is he doesn't just go, okay, so this is what's been taught. It's wrong. This is what is correct, and leave it at that. He explains the studies behind it, how the studies have worked, how the body works, how the mind works. I mean, there's several chapters that deal with dopamine and dopamine's effect on our willpower, and I had no clue at all about dopamine and dopamine's effect on my willpower. And that is, those chapters about dopamine, those were the chapters where I learned the most. Those were the chapters that completely blew me away, because obviously I had no clue the effect that dopamine had on me. I had it completely wrong, and I'm not going to explain it. Get the book, listen to the book. Get it now so that you have time to go through, listen to the chapters, learn what you're doing prior to the New Year's. Then when you set your New Year's resolutions, you'll be good to go. You'll have control of your willpower. You'll be able to actually stick to your New Year's resolution. You'll be able to make 2018 the year when you hit your goals, when you change what you want to change. If you like my video, please hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, any kind of feedback whatsoever, please send me a comment. If you like my channel, subscribe, turn on notifications. But most importantly, make sure that today you listen to at least one really good book, and I definitely recommend this one. Thank you.